All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. I think we can get started now. My name is Craig Boyd. I am the EVP of Marketing and PR. And I just want to let you know, if you have questions about anything that we're going to be showing today, excuse me, please feel free to write them down, and we will get to them at the end. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn this over to our Chief Operating Officer, Gary Allen, who will be doing this presentation. Go ahead, Gary, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gary Allen. I am the COO of New Frontier Data, and it's my pleasure to show you the Equio platform. We have many new features that we have launched over the last 7 or 8 days. Some of you may have seen. Actually, some of you may have signed up via the emails that we had sent out. But today, I'm going to do about 15-20 minutes of a demonstration of the new features and kind of go through the entire platform, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. And as Craig said, you can type in your questions, and we can read them off after, and then we'll open it. Like I said, we'll open it up in about 15 or 20 minutes. So as you open up Equio, as you log in and open up Equio, the first thing you will notice is this big banner that has a new feature. We just published the 2018-19 consumer report that identifies archetypes, preferences, and trends of the cannabis consumer. You will see this report only on our corporate website right now. This report, if you do purchase it, will be available through Equio, and I'll show you how that is. But this new feature alert will pop up every single time you log in, and we have something new, either reports or content, or something new and interesting for you to take a look at. The first thing you will notice about Equio when you log in is that some things are moving. You have the ticker up front, the ticker up top. We do have a stock market tracker here, WeedX, and I'll go through that in a second. But this initial screen when you log in is really designed to give you the up-to-the-minute information that we have. The WeedX is a North American aggregation of every public company that is a cannabis company that operates within the cannabis business. So either dispensaries, operators through dispensaries or cultivators, the large vertically integrated operators in Canada, as well as all the individual operators here in the U.S., ancillary markets, and we have broken all of this index into sectors. So we have biotechnology, cultivation and retail, ancillary products, hemp and CBD, ancillary services, agricultural tech and supplies, and then the Canadian companies. And each one of them has their own index and their own index value. Those companies are also ticking and tracking at the top of your screen here. And we will go through just a couple of these real quick to show you some of the features. So if you were to click on one of the tickers, it'll just give you the quick information about what's been going on. This is Aurora Cannabis. What's been going on with Aurora Cannabis? So your stock price, and then your basic stock information here on the left. You can also see that company by clicking through here. You can type or click into this box, and you will get to a full profile of the company, which includes, again, your stock information and your performance. And all this is clickable. If you highlight, it'll give you the information that you need. All of the latest news. And then the sector that this company is included in our index and its performance, as well as comparable leaders in the Canadian companies. Now, for this particular index, it seems the stock market over the last few days is starting to trend downward, and it'll give you the net change and the percentage change. Again, sector news to try to bring everybody up to speed on what's been going on and the reason. This is really important to researchers and investors. The platform itself is designed with a left nav bar. Your dashboard, obviously, is what I just clicked to get back here. And I'll go through each one of these selections. The intuitiveness and the user experience has really been at the forefront of our design concept. A design concept of having different widgets and different windows for each data stream or each aggregated content, contextualization of data streams. So ReadX is what I just talked about. Again, it's the largest index in the cannabis market. It will include anywhere from 266 to 315 companies on any given day, depending on their volume of trade. There are about 340 companies total that are listed on the OTC through the markets in Canada, as well as the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ here. To your right, we have the Zephyr Consumer Index. So we start off with what's going on in the public market, then we start showing you quickly what's going on in the consumer market. The interesting thing about this particular feature is that it combines two really important pieces of information: who's buying in each state and what they're buying, right? And how much they're paying, so as a third. So for example, in Colorado, we have solo stars. So this is a profile identification of a consumer. We'll give you their median income, their profession, their median income and their profession, to give you a quick idea of what that consumer profile looks like. And this is the #1 consumer profile in Colorado. Then we have Flavor and Grit and Minivan. I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. I'm sure I should have done that before the demo, so sorry. But so we have the profile, we have the male population of the profile, the female population of the profile. How many adult use dispensaries are in Colorado that cater to that profile, and how many medical use dispensaries cater to that profile? If you go to the right, you will see we have the Colorado Medical Use Retail Pricing Index. So we have medical, and then we also have adult use. So looking at medical, if we look at the product type flower, if you click on this, you can see we have edibles, flower, pre-rolls, topicals, and then other. And each one of these has a particular category of product. So in medical edibles, we have drink, edible, and tincture. Everything has a mouse over, so everything is going. It's very intuitive. You're not going to be left wondering what this is talking about. If you see a little underline and you just mouse over it, and it'll tell you that this drink, as of 11/15, what the highest price was and what the lowest price was. And right now, it's sitting at $16.19. What the percentage of change is, and this becomes really interesting when you start looking at different types of products for both medical and adult use. And it's available for every state that's legal, either medical market or an adult use market. Sorry about that. Moving down, we have another new feature, right? So the new features are ReadX, the consumer index, which is powered by Zephyr. Zephyr is a company out of Colorado that we have partnered with, which is a consumer profiling company for the cannabis industry. Sorry about that. Hit it with my thumb. We also have patient saturation and patient count for each one of the states, and you're able to add states and look at the analysis of states side by side. So if you're an operator, a medical operator, or an investor in a medical operator, you're able to see where the patient numbers are going versus where they will be going over the next few years. And we have New Frontier Data have modeled that out between 2015 all the way to 2025. We have that in the saturation. And we also have that in count. So if you're in Arizona, in Colorado, and in Florida, you can look at those. You can compare those markets and do your analysis on each one of those markets. From there, we have our country profiles. This is these are updated at least monthly. I think we're putting out a new profile for countries that are emerging throughout the globe. We do have a report viewer, and you'll see more about this in a second. We have a report viewer. that allows you to read the reports. Every report or paper we put out, you can also download them to your browser, print them, and share them. From there, you get to some of our more traditional features, which we have our Cannabis Insight Daily. It's a daily newsletter that goes out with 5 curated important news subjects or news topics and articles. Our interactive data map, it would take me an hour and a half to put you through everything that this data map does. However, I'll really quickly, it's called the interactive map because everything you do on it will layer on different pieces of different data streams. So this is simple. Legalized states gives you some information about each state and what their legalization status is. Qualifying conditions for the medical markets. And the cannibalization is a feature in our enterprise, but I'll show you really quickly. This is a feature only in our enterprise package. There are 3 levels of packages for Equio, and we'll go through those. We'll talk about those in a few minutes. The enterprise is the highest level. This is a cannibalization tracker of money flowing from alcohol, tobacco, and pharmaceutical to cannabis. So it shows you in Colorado for alcohol, tobacco, and pharmaceutical, what percentage and by what dollar amount those particular markets are being impacted by cannabis. We also have a number of job opportunities. We show job opportunities in every state, from the number to specifics about those states. We have tax rates for every state. Well, actually, sorry, for these 4 states. And it shows you, but to the county level in the states that we do show the tax rates and the regulations. And then we also have an investment opportunity ranking for each one this is all part of our essential subscription. So I'm very quickly going to go through these next few as it updates. I'm very quickly going to go through these next few menu options. If you purchase a report either from the website or from Equio itself, you will, when you log in my report section will be all the reports that you have purchased and every free report that we have that's you're automatically given access to. The larger reports that we have also have interactive features to them. So for the larger reports, we have a 1 and 30-second Canna clip. We give the author who the editor is and any marketing information. We have a summary of the report. What are the key findings? This way you don't have to just read through a 400, 300-page report. You can go through those key findings. This one has a lot, actually. We have charts. Hold on 1 sec as they load. Our charts library tends to be one of the more popular features that our customers enjoy using. This library is available to you at the premium level. Again, we'll go through the pricing and things like that in a couple of minutes. But basically, at the premium level, you have access to the charts. At the premium plus level, you have access to not only all of the charts, but you're able to then download those charts and use them in presentations. It's very easy to search. Very easy to search our reports. There we go. Our charts. Find the ones you're looking for. It's pre-contextualized data. It allows you to not have to try to make graphics of data that you do find in here. And again, at our Premium Plus level, we allow you access to every one of these charts. It's about 1,100 charts total in the system, and they're all downloadable, and you can repurpose them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to really quickly show you a couple features. As soon as you start on Equio, if there's something specific you want to find in Equio, all you have to do is type in the search bar a keyword. And Equio will go fetch all of the information that we have on, I just used the word flowers, so there's going to be a lot. But from our charts, our reports, any videos we've done, blog posts from the website, all the content that we have on our in our system about this particular keyword will be handed to you and displayed for you and curated right here at this screen. Lastly, I'm going to go through. There's basically three major audiences and curation of information sections of our platform. And for investors, we have curated the WeedX, the consumer index, company profiles, the interactive data map. For some reason, my graphs aren't rendering on this shared screen very well. The industry analyst reports that are most interesting to the investors, and then our tax notifications. If you are, for example, if you are in California and you have put in your profile in California, when you log in, California will be the first that you see in the tax notifications. For our researchers, again, patient saturation, patient count, things that are really interesting to researchers, content and data information that they would want that's most useful to them. They obviously, from any one of these menu items, you can get to anything within Equio, but we curate to try to make it much more intuitive. And then also for the operators. The last two things I'm going to show you are our Canacal. This is an aggregation of every major conference throughout the globe that is happening around the cannabis industry. By date, you can see what's going on. You get information on Soho Expo, for this example, gives you a description. It lets you know who the organizer website is. You can get out to it. We really want to make sure that we aggregate information in such a way that it's easy to use and it's intuitive and informative, obviously. The last thing is the consultant expert. If you're going through Equio and you're reading reports and you're looking at different indices, and you decide that there's something that you need to know that you're not finding here. And now this is not a customer support line, just so you know. And if it were, it's an outrageously expensive one. But this allows you to go ahead and book hours with our advisory services team. You can pick a date. The advisory services team hates when I do this because I do this during every demo, and they literally will. I get the email. I agree to those terms and services. And it will take me to a purchase price. I can purchase the advisory service hours, and from there I will get a call from one of our advisors, from one of our analysts, and you can sit and talk to them about whatever you want, and ask them questions, and have access directly to the research team that is responsible for everything that you see here. So at this point, I'm going to end the narrated version of the webinar and the demo, and open up for questions. We have about 9 minutes left, and if there's something specific that you would like to see or something specific you'd like to ask me, please go ahead. Craig?
It doesn't look like we have any right now. If anyone does have any, feel free to type them into the little QA thing at the bottom, and we will be happy to answer. While we're waiting for anyone who might have questions, if you would like to see a personalized demo of this, please feel free to reach out to sales@newfrontierdata.com, and we can set up a one-on-one demo if you'd like to know more, or if you have specific questions that you would like to, like to have answered on a one-on-one situation. Someone did just answer. Someone asked what the pricing model is, Gary.
Sation, nice to see you there, sir. Well, I had a good time talking to you earlier today. So our pricing model, it starts off at $99 a month. That is our essential. And basically what you see here, let me move this out of the way. Basically what you see here is our essential model. Okay, it's all the things in this dashboard, as well as the reports. When your reports page for $99 a month, well, as I said earlier, any report that you've purchased or any of our free reports will be there. From the $99 a month, you go to our Premium and Premium Plus. Premium gives you access to all of our reports. So if you look at my screen right now, this would be the screen you would see if you were Premium. And Premium is $3,600 a year at the Premium level. It's $7,600, $7,500 a year, sorry, at the Premium Plus level. There are two major differences between them. First of all, at the Premium level at $3,600 gives you access to all of these reports, which, as you can see by now, it's all, let's see, from every report. And there are 68 pages of charts. So there's a lot. The reports alone, if you were to buy the reports individually, at this point, they're about $20,000. And so it's a huge value to sign up for Premium. Premium Plus gives you access to all of the reports and all of the charts and allows you copyright. We give you a copyright license to repurpose our information out into the world. And that's the charts as well as quoting us. From there, you go to our enterprise level. The enterprise level starts at $45,000 and goes to $100,000. And the enterprise is really designed for mature market companies, investors, and researchers, as well as large vertically integrated companies in Canada and US that need access to not the raw data, but access to a data platform that allows them to do either their own analysis or allows a more customized analysis of flow of all of our data. Does that answer your question, Sasha? Sorry. I'll just think it does. You can text me if it doesn't. Sorry about that. All right, we've got another one.
Yes, he said it. No, he said it does answer the question.
You're very welcome. And I'm looking at the participant list. It's very much many people we know, and I love to see you guys. Hi, Patrice. Hi, Pam. Pam, nice to meet you today. Let's see who else we have here. Tom from Pulsar. Pulsar's going to be partnering with us soon. Bill Stevenson, nice to see you as well. Well, if there are no further questions, as Craig said, please feel free to email us at sales@newfrontierdata.com. Most of the people on our participant list today actually have my email address and the rest of our team, so please feel free if you have any questions. I thank you very much for your time today, but I'm going to give you back 4 minutes of your life.